I went live. I went live early and late at the same time. I scheduled it. It's because you have to schedule things at least 30 minutes in advance. But what it is, hey, welcome to the show. I was having trouble finding clips today. Not only am I late, but I might end. It might be very short. I'm not sure. So get here in time so you actually catch the news. I'll show you that there's like a James O'Keefe catfish situation, where they meet somebody on a dating app and go out with them and then they spill secrets about their company. This guy from Meta, Facebook, was talking about how they suppress stuff, shadow ban people. So I'll show you that. No surprise, really. But it said he got 25 million views or something on. It's kind of crazy. I don't know what that means, but on X. Let's see. So I'll play you some of that. I don't know how much I can. I don't know if Facebook YouTube gives strikes for playing. I don't know if James O'Keefe is still on YouTube. He still puts things in landscape format, which is nice. Old school. Now it's old school to see stuff in like real 16:9 format. Now everything is like vertical for TikTokers. Everything is TikTok. I wonder if that'd be a good poll question. Do you use TikTok? Do you use TikTok for your news? Smart people have adapted and started making content for TikTok. What's up? I'm here. Just wanted to. I've got some stuff, but it's very limited. I don't know what happened. I was scrolling everything and just nothing came up. I do want to talk about this CBS editing debacle and see if there's anything I can tell you about that. I was saying yesterday it'd be good to get a lip reader in to see what Obama and Joe Biden were saying to each other yesterday. And the media did that. So we have what Biden and Obama were saying to each other at the Kennedy funeral. So people are saying, no, you don't have TikTok. Yeah, young people watch that stuff. And some older people too. I don't know how old, but I think probably boomers are on there because it's addictive if you get into it. They're suing them because they found documents that said that TikTok was aware that it was addictive for teenagers and stuff. Said after you see 240 videos or something like that, you're liable to be addicted. Like the more you use it. So they are suing them over, I don't know, not child abuse, but digital child abuse. Getting people hooked on things. That's what they say about nicotine. They say, oh, it's an addictive chemical. That's all it is an addictive chemical. It doesn't hurt you otherwise. Instagram does the same thing. They'll show you videos. And then they try to figure out what you want to see on there. So that's how the algorithm works. It calculates. Then they give anyway. So that's it. That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to go over. I want to look into the CBS editing scandal and see if that's turned into anything. That's in regards to the 60 Minutes interview, which was. Oh, and then they killed some guy, a Hamas guy today too in Israel. Israel killed a Hamas guy, and Kamala Harris came out and said it was awesome that they did that. So I'll play that statement from Kamala Harris, who seems to indicate that we were tracking the guy. Like it almost seems to indicate that we participated in it, the way Kamala talks about it today. So yeah, they maybe killed him by accident, from what I understand. He was in a tunnel and they bombed it. in that southern city. I think it's southern. In the city that they weren't supposed to go into, according to us. Maybe Rafah. Maybe Rafah. All right. Anyway, thanks for joining me, guys. We'll do the show. Play you an intro. Okay, cue musical intro. Boy, that's brilliant. I do think some things in the world are real. Like you guys. You guys are real. Most of you. Most of my listeners, I think, are not just in my head. I think I have the metrics to prove it. You've taken a leap of faith today. What is that sound? And I apologize if you take offense. I'm a little offended myself. Welcome to our show. Welcome to the future. What it is. Joining you live from sunny California. It's a beautiful day today. I'm your host, Nathan Stoltman. And I bring you the news, the real news. Yeah, that's entirely correct. Exactly what that guy said in the introduction. You can check out our t-shirts at truthclothing.io. I'll run an ad for that at some point. I'll show you the meta stuff first. It's a senior software engineer talking about how they are suppressing stuff on Facebook. Okay, I'll play that first. John O'Keefe. They get people and they get them on dates. A lot of times they're gay. I don't know what this one's with the call.
Like Ohio said something about like Kamala Harris is isn't unfit to be a president because he doesn't have a child. Okay. That kind of shit is automatically demoted.
Meet Jeevan Gowali, a senior software engineer at Meta.
Are they doing a good job protecting our democracy? Because I can see these like right-wing groups like setting up Instagram accounts or Facebook accounts for that matter, right? And just start posting disinformation, be like, Harris is like blah, blah, blah.
That's all going to be demoted 100%. The civic classified is strong.
The senior software engineer also goes on to say that, quote, the person would not be notified, unquote, if they were demoted because of their anti-Kamala Harris post on Meta, and red listed. That's a new term we just learned. Red listed, meaning, according to Collins Dictionary, things that are not permitted.
Would the person who posted that would he be notified that
the person would not be notified? But there's these things that we collect is like if a bunch of items that if at least a couple of items that a person has created has violated civic classifier, and they're also red listed.
Our OMG American Swiper asked Jeevan if Meta was shadow banning users for their anti-Kamala Harris posts. Take a look at what he says.
So is that called shadow banning?
Shadow banning,
okay, yeah. So they will be shadow banned.
Correct.
They will never be shown. So they will see a dip in like impressions and engagement, yeah. But they would not be like officially warned of the reason why.
Correct.
We asked Gowali if Meta has the ability to affect the upcoming 2024 election, to which he responded, yes, Meta does. Jeevan also confirmed that Mark Zuckerberg intends to help the Democrats in this election cycle.
You guys have the ability to influence the outcome of the election.
Yes.
Do you think Zuckerberg agrees? Good. Is he going to help the Democrats?
Yeah.
There you go. So I'll play you that much. Yeah, 2 minutes. It's good. That gives you the idea. So yeah, they caught the guy who says people are shadow banned. They shadow ban people everywhere. Do you guys think Elon Musk saved the world by buying X? A lot of people say that. Like it changed the landscape for everybody. Maybe it changed the nature of censorship, even on YouTube. I noticed Joe Rogan, I think, posts his show again on YouTube. It's very strange. There are people who are still focused on YouTube. There are people who have migrated over to Rumble. I'm not broadcasting on Rumble just because I didn't see any results from it. But I'm not very persistent at pursuing things. From what I understand, live streaming is the way to go on Rumble. But I'm here on YouTube for now. There are some people who stay on here. I think it's got good interact. It's a very functional platform, very easy to use, and it integrates very well with StreamYard too. All right, so that's that news. I have a clip. They say this is funnier than any parody. Elon Musk posted this. This is from the interview yesterday. Then I have fake lip reading of the president yes, Joe Biden still is the president, and Barack Obama. And then I have the real lip reading of that. And then honestly, let's see what else we have to talk about. You guys can tell me. Oh, I was going to show you the CBS thing. Apparently the chief of CBS is saying something about it, how they edited the answer. So I'll show you that. Let's see what this clip is.
Frankly, exhausted of Brett.
More than 70% of people tell the country is on the wrong track. They say the country is on the wrong track. If it's on the wrong track, that track follows 3.5 years of you being vice president and President Biden being president. That is what they're saying, 79% of them. Why are they saying that? If you're turning the page, you've been in office for 3.5 years.
And Donald Trump has been running for office.
But you've been the person holding the office.
Come on.
Madam
You
Vice
and I
President.
both know what I'm talking about. You and I both know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't. What are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is that over the last decade,
But you're
people
the
have
lever of
become,
power.
but listen, over the last decade, it is clear to me, and certainly the Republicans who are on stage with me, frankly, exhausted of Brett.
More than
People are
70%.
That was her. I guess it was the part where she was like, you know what I'm talking about. He's like, and everybody is looking around like, what's she talking about? She doesn't even explain it. And Trump has been running for don't understand that story. So CBS is in trouble over this. I played this early. I've already played this. It's old news right now, but apparently it's still kind of cooking because CBS 60 Minutes won't release the transcript from the interview. And it's the only reason people know it was edited was because CBS themselves released. It's the craziest own goal of all time. CBS released both versions themselves on their own YouTube channel. They released 2 different versions of the same question. One that was put out in advance of her rambling answer, and then one that aired during the live broadcast, which was a completely different answer. I mean, completely. As if they gave her a second chance to answer it or something. That's what people are claiming. So, very strange situation. And it shows you why live interviews are the best, I think. I mean, then, because the Brett Baier interview was like, you knew it was really happening. You knew it was cared for in real time, or unedited interviews too. I mean, it doesn't have to be live. If they actually show the unedited version and intend to run it the way it was conducted. But CBS, the 60 Minutes interview, they spliced in video clips and voiceovers and stuff. Clearly wasn't in real time. But anyway, this was the offense. Just in case you don't remember.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
Well, Bill, the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
We're not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on the need for this war to end.
But it seems that
it's crazy.
Prime Minister
it's so completely different.
Netanyahu
Yeah,
is not listening.
They're actually
Bill,
stop. There's actually a watchdog group who filed a complaint about it, demanding that 60 Minutes release the full transcript of the interview, which is what news organizations do in many cases. If they put out an edited version of the interview, they'll publish the full unedited version transcript, so people can see. It's like transparency. So anyway, a watchdog has filed an FCC complaint to demand 60 Minutes release an unedited Kamala Harris transcript. But definitely weird, because they're the reason people even know about it, is they released two versions. They broadcasted her word salad reply. Yeah, it was. Oh, you guys heard about Liam Payne? I covered that. Apparently, he was on lots of drugs and jumped off the balcony. They released pictures of his hotel room. This is a guy from One Direction. I guess he's English. I wasn't showing you the right tab. Grim photos show Liam Payne. I didn't know who this guy was, but he was 31 years old. And I guess he jumped off his balcony. He was by himself in his room. Shocking images allegedly show drugs and drink in Liam Payne's smashed up hotel room after he fell to his death from the balcony. And police are hunting for his dealer. Smashed television happened, empty glass champagne, and foil and powder. So I don't know if he was doing meth on tinfoil. You can do it that way. Or crack even. Oh yeah, and he did smash his TV. Look at that picture. That's a lot of something. Don't know. It just looks crazy. So that happened. One Direction, 31 years old, has a child. Apparently was sober for some period of time. Sources close to the investigation also told the newspaper that Payne's body was found on the ground floor with a bottle of whiskey, a lighter, and a cell phone. Oh, so he jumped out off the building with a bottle of whiskey. They also found blister packs of medication, including clonazepam, energy drinks, and other. Oh, wow. Clonazepam, yeah, that's a benzodiazepine. That'll make you black out sometimes, if you mix it with alcohol, especially. More pictures in the bathtub, some substances. Wax, crumpled up and burned aluminum foil. Wonder what he was smoking. Knock Fuggett says that's what my place looks like right now. You having a party over there? Okay, so anyway, that's the news on the 60 Minutes thing. They're trying to sue him to get the transcript. I'll run an ad. Check out our shirts at Truth Revolution Clothing. That's truthclothing.io. Those are some of our shirts there. Our propaganda shirts are awesome. Check out our cryptocurrency shirts, which are $5 mostly. Crypto Future and Bitcoin. I'm wearing a shirt that's sold out. We're selling out of a lot of stuff because the sale prices are so low. $10 for Never Normal baseball shirts. $5 for Freedom of Faith shirts. $5 for TR logo shirts. I mean, it's just a great deal. And it's super high quality shirts. So check them out at truthclothing.io. Took a package. Sent out 2 international packages today. Had to go to UPS. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so they killed some kind of Hamas leader today in Gaza. And Kamala Harris made the statement about it, not Joe Biden. and see if the statement seems to indicate that we were involved in it somehow. Sound is out. I see it. I see it. Okay. Sound went out. I can fix that. Chrissy Tina's got some news about Liam Payne. What is that his name? Liam Payne. Okay. I got it. Thought maybe that was a fake name for a second. You said some say he was being denied use of the pool. Well, apparently they called the police on somebody in the hotel before he died. They called the police on somebody who the person at the front desk or whoever called from the hotel said was on drugs and being rowdy. And he was smashing up his hotel room, it looks like. It's sad. 31 years old. It's crazy. All right, here's Kamala Harris.
Today, Israel confirmed that Yahya Sinwar, the leader of Hamas, is dead, and justice has been served. And the United States, Israel, and the entire world are better off as a result. Sinwar was responsible for the killing of thousands of innocent people, including the victims of October 7 and hostages killed in Gaza. He had American blood on his hands. Today, I can only hope that the families of the victims of Hamas feel a sense and measure of relief. Sinwar was the mastermind of October 7.
Oops. It'll come back. Don't worry. Apparently, he's the mastermind of October 7th.
The deadliest day for the Jewish people since the Holocaust. A terrorist attack that killed 1,200 innocent people and included horrific sexual violence and more than 250 hostages taken into Gaza, including 7 Americans.
Except the Israeli military actually killed most of the people, from what I understand. Or it's hard to distinguish, at least. I mean, a bunch of the people were killed by rockets fired from like helicopters or tank shells that were fired at their homes. And then the sexual violence thing was actually debunked. So they'll go ahead and just say that over and over again. I mean, they did kill some people, but the Israeli government, the Israeli military killed a bunch of people too. Hannibal Directive, I think they call it. Hannibal Directive. Kill your own people so that they don't get taken hostage or something. So.
And deceased who remain in captivity. A terrorist attack that triggered a devastating war in Gaza, a war that has led to unconscionable suffering of many innocent Palestinians and greater instability throughout the Middle East. In the past year, American special operations and intelligence personnel have worked closely with their Israeli counterparts to locate and track Sinwar and other Hamas leaders.
They're located and tracking him.
And apparently. I commend their work.
See?
And I will say.
So we were involved. We were tracking him, apparently, even though a lot of people say he died accidentally or something. But that they didn't even know they had bombed him. They were just on patrol and they found him, I think.
To any terrorist who kills Americans, threatens the American people, or threatens our troops or our interests, know this, we will always bring you to justice. Israel has a right to defend itself, and the threat Hamas poses to Israel must be eliminated. Today, there is clear progress toward that goal. Hamas is decimated and its leadership is eliminated. This moment gives us an opportunity to finally end the war in Gaza. And it must end such that Israel is secure, the hostages are released, the suffering in Gaza ends, and the Palestinian people can realize their right to dignity, security, freedom, and self-determination. And it is time for the day after to begin without Hamas in power. We will not give up on these goals, and I will always work to create a future of peace, dignity, and security for all. I thank you all.
Is the U.S. asking?
There you go.
Is the U.S. asking?
So she is calling for a two-state solution. That's the next thing. I think they should ask Trump about that. I think Trump might go for a one state. I think that's what they're pushing for now since October 7th is one state. So I wouldn't be surprised if Trump goes along with that. Apparently he's got advisors who have gone for the one state solution. So she throws a bone to the Palestinian cause, but I mean, basically saying we're behind it. Basically kind of like inviting terrorist attacks on U.S. soil. It's like, oh yeah, we're involved too. Instead of just saying, oh, Israel's doing their thing. They said we were tracking this guy. And we condone it. We say it's awesome. I don't know. They're saying it's like killing bin Laden or something, right? So Yahya Sinwar. All the news is about Yahya Sinwar today. What are they saying about it? Yeah, U.S. responds to the death of him. Israel killed him. Apparently, Palestinians maybe didn't like him that much. That's what people are saying. He was the de facto leader of Hamas, and he was actually in Gaza, which is weird because I thought all the leadership was in Qatar. All right, so that's us getting involved in that. What other news do I have? I have somebody who sent me some news. Counterfeit ballots from last election. U.S. Postal Service. There were some trucks found with counterfeit mail-in ballots. I have a story about Google ordering nuclear reactors to power their things. So nuclear power is coming back. Power is going to be everything. They're going to start using more nuclear power, small power reactors. That's what Galen Windsor talked about, the guy who said nuclear power was safe. So we should just have a bunch of small little modular reactors powering everything. So we're going to have like an energy revolution. We're going to have like unlimited energy in the future. And if we have unlimited energy, then we'll have deflation. Things will get cheaper. Robots, AI, power. They need power to run the AI, basically, and to mine cryptocurrency. And you're going to need more and more power to mine the cryptocurrency. So, yeah, that's what it's going to be like. That's what it's going to be like living in the future. Unlimited power, cheap, abundant. Okay, so I was going to show you the lip reading. Okay, I'll show you that. This is the parody of the lip reading.
So is Kamala doing okay?
Nope. She's down, Joe. I think they found out that she's retarded. And now we're basically fucked. Trump is killing us at the polls. So yes, we're going to lose Joe.
Damn it. Wait. What if I come back to run again?
As candidate?
Yeah.
Well, let me put it this way, Joe. The only person in this world who is even more retarded than Kamala Harris is basically you. So no, Joe,
on, man.
you're
Just
not going
give it
back
another
yet.
shot.
Let's let it all play out. Okay, we'll talk later, Joe.
Okay.
Women looking fine up in here.
So is Kamala doing okay?
They threw in the Bill Clinton at the end. So that was the fake lip reading, but they actually did hire lip readers in the news. The news hired them. Biden told Obama she's not as strong as me. And Obama said that's true. She's not as strong as me, said Biden, according to the translation. But Obama said, I know that's true. Then said, we have time. And Biden said, yeah, we'll get it in time. And moments earlier, Obama had said it's important that we have some time together, and a possible reference to campaigning alongside Kamala, whatever it is. And this is by a very accomplished lip reader. Freeman described the conversation as very supportive, and he said he detected no tension between Obama and Biden. So that happened. What is that? My sound cut out. All right, guys. I think that's the news I have for you today, to be honest with you. I can show you Donald Trump saying he destroyed mainstream media. I'll show you that clip just because I have it. Then I'll have to get ready for a big show tomorrow. I'll show you this.
I think the only one that Letitia James, Jack Smith, and maybe even Fannie, if they wanted to, claim that you did commit a crime, is you kind of did kill mainstream media. If you think about it, I did, and that could be a crime for those guys.
I'm very proud of it.
And I want to show you this clip because this is the first time ever the phrase "fake news" was ever used. And from this moment on is when the decline started. Rob, if you can go on and play this clip.
Since you're attacking us, can you give us a question? Mr. President-elect.
Go ahead.
Mr. President-elect, since you are attacking our news organization, can you give us a chance?
Your organization.
You are attacking our news organization.
Your organization.
Can you give us a chance to ask a question, sir?
Go ahead.
Sir, can you state, Mr. President-elect,
go ahead.
Can you say categorically,
she's asking a question. Don't
Mr. President-elect, can you give us a question?
Don't be rude.
You're attacking us. Can you give us a question?
Don't be rude.
Can you give us a question?
I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir,
go ahead.
Can you state categorically that nobody... No, Mr. President-elect, that's not appropriate.
So, if you can...
But isn't that disgusting? Think of it. And that would never happen to a Democrat. But isn't that disgusting? He's a lowlife, the guy, and as you know. And he has his own show, gets no ratings.
Oh, I'll tell you something I heard about
ratings.
the betting odds.
But isn't that a disgusting? I'm just watching that, and isn't that
that's fine. The betting odds, apparently it's all because of a lot of people are saying a lot of the premium on Trump right now is from one guy. It's all the way up. It's over 20 points now. It's getting wider and wider. This I'll show you that. The betting odds. But apparently one guy has bet like $28 million on Trump to win, but now it's really blown out. 62-38 now. I mean, it was 16 points. Now, what is that? 24 points? 24 points separate them. I mean, that's a lot. 62-38. I wouldn't make that bet anymore. It's not safe. I don't know if he's really a 62% odds on favorite. That's not what other places, that's not what pollsters are saying. But actually, polls have been wrong. So maybe that's the reason people are talking about this. In fact, Polymarket is trending right now on Twitter. I saw people are all into this Polymarket thing, but apparently it's foreigners. They said, I got a post somebody sent to me today, said it's some French guy who's bet 20, apparently 28 million, and not just for Trump to win the election, but for him to win the popular vote. He's got a lot of money on him to win the popular vote. Apparently, it's changed the odds quite a bit. Just this one guy. That's what people are saying. But yeah, that's what Polymarket said, which is different from Predicted. Let me see if Predicted's odds have swung. I mean, there should be like some kind of arbitrage between the different markets. Oh, now he's way up on, he's much further up on Predicted as well. 56 to 48 now on Predicted. Which I know is more than 100. That's the difference between Predicted and Polymarket. Polymarket does a percentage thing. Predicted's a little different. If you add everything up, it adds up to more than 100. 56 to 48. So it looks like Trump's going to win. That's what the odds are saying. So everywhere the odds are spreading out in Trump's favor. All right, that's the news I have for you guys today. Sorry, it was a little short. I'll see if anybody has anything to say in the chat. I didn't see anything. Good to see you, Jordan Tyler, who came late. Israel still has to strike back Iran, so we have that to look forward to. Israel still has to strike back. And then Iran has to strike back from the strike back. We're like 20 days from the election, or 19 days or something really short. Yeah, something like 19 days. That's crazy. Maybe 18. So it's really close. And they say there's going to be a huge mental health challenge from Trump winning. Well, we're really close. I guess I have to turn in my ballot. 1M says 19 is right. 19 days. Wow. Really close. The polls, let me see. What do I look at every time? I look at the polls. Biden was +9 this day in history. Oh, that's good to know. Harris is only 1.5 points ahead. Fox News just ran a poll, national poll, that has Trump up 2 points nationally. Another poll came out, a Marist poll, that had Harris up 5, which is a lot. But Fox News just ran a poll that has Trump up 2 nationally. Harris is only ahead by 1.5 points. So the polls are getting worse for Kamala Harris. So it looks right now, Harris is falling apart. Looks like. They're both doing a ton of events, different places. This day in history, Biden was ahead by 9. Clinton was ahead by 7. Harris is only ahead by 1.5. Yeah, it's pretty much over. Maybe it is a safe bet. Ma Meatloaf says Q World War III. Yeah, otherwise, what are you going to do? Trump's going to win. So it looks like that's what's going to happen. We'll see if they rig it, like 1M says. All right, guys, visit our store. Go to truthclothing.io. You can always drop coffees if you want to support the show by going to buymeacoffee.com/lifttheveil. It looks like this, buymeacoffee.com/lifttheveil. You can do that anytime, and I'll read your coffees comments during the live show. I'll check it right now. Nothing new. No nude buy me a coffees. But you guys can do those anytime if you want. Thanks for supporting the show. Love you guys. And we'll see you tomorrow. I'll try to get more clips together for a longer show tomorrow. See you tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Right here. For now, that's what it is. See you guys.